Public-private partnerships are essential to advancing urban sustainability. The truth is that achieving those goals require a whole of government, whole of private sector, whole of nonprofit approach. We were just talking on the panel about how everybody really needs to pull together to achieve those goals. I think the reality is that the private sector makes much needed investments to advance sustainability. Government plays an important role with subsidies, incentives, regulatory environment that's predictable and fair. And then you need, particularly in a community-based environment, lots of players to come together to achieve complex goals, whether that's building a new building in a new way, siting a solar plant, or even just putting a new technology to use for a specific transportation system. So all of those things together really need to be done in tandem. And I would say, in particular, bringing the private sector and government in together to work closely together is really essential. So one of the things I saw in my community development and housing work around aligning resilience and sustainability goals with urban planning is the importance of standards and using data. So in a prior life, I led the Hurricane Sandy Task Force across federal government effort focused on rebuilding after Hurricane Sandy. And we did things like embed standards for sea level rise in the way that new investments from government to recover from that hurricane were being used. So what that meant practically on the ground was that if you were rebuilding a multifamily unit or building in Brooklyn or in New Jersey, you needed to use those standards to get the federal funding that was needed to make the deal work. And so that confluence of what we know about the science of climate change, what it takes to withstand the next event or the next hazard, that has to be really brought into all aspects of recovery, resilience, and mitigation. And it's something we're seeing with the Inflation Reduction Act as well. The tax incentives in that bill and the grant and loan programs all have embedded in them the latest science for standards and advancing sustainability in urban and other contexts.